Julian, I just heard that you cut the funding for the hospital. I don't know how you could be so cruel.
Valerie, you could take a break.
Oh, gosh, Valerie, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
How nice to see you, Dr. Russell.
Well, Eve, what can I do for you? You seem upset.
Upset, Julian? You cut the funding from the Crane Trust. The hospital relies on that money, Julian. Without it, we're going to have to cut important programs. And you know that we are running our budget on a shoestring as it is.
Well, that's a pity, but I'm sure you can find other donors. You see, I established the Crane Trust in your honor when we were together, but now that you've broken off our engagement, I really don't see the point in contributing such a large sum of money to an enterprise that really does not interest me. Surely you understand that.
What I understand is that the selfish old Julian is back in action. The one who uses money to control people. Well, let me tell you something, Julian. It's not gonna work. Julian, the Crane family has always supported the hospital. I don't even know if we can continue to survive without your continued donations. Now, Julian, you just can't be this petty.
Oh, what petty? When you agreed to be my wife, I set up the Crane Trust, which more than doubled my family's contributions. I'm not the one who decided to break our engagement. Surely you were aware that by rejecting me, you'd also be rejecting my money.
No, because I thought that you were above revenge.
Well, this is not about revenge. It's a business decision. I mean, a large sum of money tied up in the trust can be used on equally deserving charities. But if you are short, perhaps you could get Sheridan or Teresa to spare you $1 million or $2 million.
I know what this is that you are doing, Julian. This is emotional blackmail. This is your way of trying to get me to come back to you.
Yeah. You felt the need to end something, and so did I.
Julian, you pushed me into breaking our engagement.
I did nothing but try to patch up what had become a one-way love affair. Romantic rooftop dinner for you, and all you do is talk on your cell phone to TC's nurse. I plan to contribute hundreds of thousands of dollars to renovate your office wing. Well, we took a cruise through the Mediterranean. What do? You throw your engagement ring at me.
I did not throw it, Julian.
I don't know what I have done. All I did was try to work things out between us. But as you've made very clear, you don't wish to try. So, I'm just following your lead. I'm cutting the ties that bind us.
Julian, this is so infantile. If you regress any further, you're gonna need a wet nurse. Are you so self-centered that you can't see why I might want to help the father of my children when he has a debilitating stroke? Is it really that hard to understand that I have dozens of sick patients who need me, who count on me? I can't just drop my career in the blink of an eye to go on a pleasure cruise with you. Cut the funding. Julian, you're like a little kid who doesn't like the rules of the game, so he's gonna take his toys and run away home. Hundreds of people can suffer from this decision, Julian, if not thousands. I mean, it's absurd. Every 5-year-old knows, Julian, that you can't call all the shots all the time.
Neither can you. Ah, another important conversation interrupted by a cell phone. Go ahead, my dear, take it.
Dr. Russell. Jared? Oh, good Lord. No, I'm in the building. Yes, Teresa's office. Okay, I'll be right there. Teresa's had an accident, so I have to go.
Teresa's whole life is an accident. Don't go. I want us to talk. It's not too late for us to work this out.
She needs me, Julian. It's an emergency.
There's always an emergency with Teresa. She lives for drama.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Eve, she was in the steam room. It was on full blast. I mean, there's got to be something wrong with the equipment down there.
I think you got her out just in time. Any longer, she could have suffered permanent damage.
She's gonna be okay. She has to be okay.
Well, she needs to rest. She's going to be weak for a while, but yes, Teresa's going to be just fine.
Good. Thank God for that, huh?
Well, gee, I guess today must be your lucky day.
Thanks for all your help, Ethan. Hey, Tess, how you feeling?
Teresa, drink this, honey. She needs to rehydrate herself, so the more liquids, the better.
Yeah, definitely.
And she's going to feel dizzy and disoriented, so she needs to rest. No more work today, Teresa, do you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Russell.
Okay, and if she gets any worse, call me. I'll reevaluate her condition.
Thanks, Doctor. You really had me worried. Glad you're okay. You should rest now.
So just call me if you need me. And I trust that you're going to find out what happened with that steam room so it doesn't happen again, because she could have died.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a call into maintenance, actually.
No, I'll do it. You don't work for Crane, you remember?
Just as long as it doesn't happen again. I'll check on Teresa later. Gwen, honey? You all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? You know, Ethan is so distraught over Teresa, he hardly notices I'm here. Guess I should be used to this by now.
No, honey, I'm sorry. No woman ever gets used to that.
You know, sometimes I think I should just cut my losses and run.
No, you don't mean it.
Well, I do sometimes. You have no idea how lucky you are, Eve. You're in a loving, wonderful relationship with Julian. He doesn't care about his former women, especially my mother.
Yeah.
Wait, is something wrong?
Well, I might as well tell you it's going to be common knowledge soon enough, but Julian and I aren't together anymore. I broke off our engagement.
What? Why? Julian adores you. Eve, I thought what you two had was really very strong.
Yeah, so did I. But then TC had his stroke, and I spent a lot of time nursing him, and Julian resented every single minute, and then he started to get this crazy idea in his head that I was falling back in love with my ex-husband.
Are you?
Well, you know, I asked myself that very same question, and the answer was no. I mean, I'm sure. Anyway, it's Julian's reactions that were most alarming. He started to revert into that horrible person that we all used to fear. Almost overnight, he became controlling and selfish and nasty. God, it was just like old times.
I can't believe that. He's been such a better man since he's been with you.
I thought so, but maybe it was just all a facade.
Well, I mean, I know I'm in absolutely no position to be giving any advice on love. Lord knows my marriage has its issues. But I don't think you should walk away from someone you love. You know, I mean, why do you think I'm still with Ethan? You know, unless you give it a fighting chance, I think you're going to regret walking away from Julian too soon. I think you should talk to him and try to work it out.
Did you know it, Gwen? I think you're right. I think you're right. I I should talk to Julian, and I should talk to him right now. Gwen is right. Julian loves me, and I love him. Of course, he's gonna have to learn how to not lash out when he's angry, but I think if we talk things through, we can salvage this relationship. Our love is much too important to just walk away from.